Hi guys, so welcome to my Saturday video. So today the subject that came up for me is connection versus addiction, and it's because it's actually I think Prince AA that I follow. His young man who's got a lot of nice fresh opinions, most of them I agree with. And he few times shared this meme saying the opposite of addiction is connection, and it's been intriguing me, and so I gave it some deeper thought that I'd like to share with you here. And I'm also curious about what you think about it, what your experience is. So this connection is opposite of addiction really resonates with me. Basically through my own experience. So there are different kinds of addiction. Obviously the principles behind it, the causes behind it tend to be the same. It's just we reach for different things, choose different crutches, so to speak. So whether we talk drugs, legal or illegal, alcohol, smoking, kind of the most common ones, most recognized ones, but also it can be food, even healthy food. It can be exercise. It's basically anything we get too obsessed with and we push seemingly innocent things into a level when they affect our health or well-being negatively. So that even applies to the drugs, alcohol, smoking. Like when you think about it, if you take a couple of paracetamols because you have a headache once, I don't know, months or whatever, not a big deal. If it's something you pop like Smarties, an issue. With alcohol, if you have a glass of bubbly or a glass of wine with your dinner every so often, not a problem. If you can't get through the day or through the night without a glass of anything alcoholic, you have an issue. The same goes with smoking. Maybe you enjoy occasional cigar or occasional cigarette in nice weather and good company. Again, if it's every so often, it's not going to cause actually massive problems. It's when it becomes a regular habit, when it starts affecting your health and well-being, when you adjust your behavior to satisfy the craving for whatever it is you're addicted to, that it actually affects your daily life, then it becomes an issue. And as I said, this goes for things that are seemingly healthy. So with food, addiction can be to like sweets or sugary stuff, which is more common because the addiction is also physiological. But even when you find people who are kind of obsessed with healthy foods and a certain amount of dieting or juicing or whatever, when they're taking it to extreme, when it starts affecting their health or their well-being, their daily lives, their family lives, their relationships, it's an issue. The same goes for exercise, as I said, and there are plenty of others, less obvious ones, but you will know that it's your addiction or not. It's when you crave it, when you feel you can't be without it, whether it's in a particular situation or on a daily basis, when you rely on it and feel that you can't cope without it, and as I said, when it negatively affects your health, well-being, or your daily life. Now, I've used those crutches. So for me, my crutch was food, especially the unhealthy version, the carbs and the sweets. I used to be a binge eater. I don't know if it's even, I can say used to, I think it's kind of stays with you. Like you just have to be aware that it's something that's in the background that you might fall into if you lose awareness. But I've been fine for the last year or so, maybe just over a year, when I haven't been binging. But it was something, when I was suppressing my emotions, when I couldn't cope with my emotions, that's what I would reach for. And it's something I struggled with not it's something I was relying on, and I felt I would struggle without it. So it was definitely my addiction. And I've realized what has changed. Of course, all those years of therapy helped, but what really has changed is that when I became more open, more vulnerable with people, my connection with people have improved. So I had deeper connection with my friends, with my family. And what I realize is now that when I do find a situation difficult and harder to cope with, if I reach to people and I connect with people, like trusted friends, I don't have the need for that food. I don't have those cravings. And then on the days when I feel a little bit isolated for whatever reason and don't feel like I can reach out, the cravings come in. Fortunately, nowadays I'm able to also connect to myself or connect to nature, which still provides me the connection I need to stay grounded and kind of maintain some kind of sense of peace. And I've learned how to manage my emotions in a healthy way, so I don't necessarily give in into those cravings. So that kind of brings me to the other subject of connection, not being just with people. Of course, connecting deeply with your family when you can, or your friends, when you can really share your inner thoughts, your inner feelings without being judged, when you're fully accepted. It's really important, and it only happens if you can offer the same back. If you're able to love and accept people for who they are without expecting them to be anyone else, without expecting them to change. When you give them that space to express themselves freely in your presence, they then open up enough to be able to offer the same to you. And that connection is extremely powerful. To me, it literally fills me up with... It's a feeling that's kind of like a mixture of just this stability, this peace, but a little bit of sprinkle of joy and just love. It's a feeling, and when I feel connected, it feels like all my needs are met. Like there is nothing else I crave or need, not even food, not even sleep. Like it's really fulfilling. I think it's one of the main reasons we seek out intimate relationships, because that's what we're looking for. But we often get trapped in expecting things of the other, so of getting addicted to the other, which then brings an unhealthy turn to the relationship. But having healthy connection that fills up with this positive, amazing feeling, I think it's important. And it's not just people we reach it with. I certainly feel it when I connect with animals, or when I'm in nature, like especially walking barefoot, like when I'm in the woods or in the fields, or by any body of water, like sea or river, like natural flowing body of water. That's in the mountains. That's where I really again feel refueled. I feel connected, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel stable, and present, and again, like I have everything I need. And over the last few years, I've also started to learn to connect to myself, because we are actually sources of this energy. It's within us. What we offer to others, we can offer to ourselves. I find for me that's the hardest one to access. I haven't really figured out yet why. But I find that mindfulness exercises, meditation, doing body scans really helps me to reconnect with myself, as well as like physical therapies or energetic therapies like massage, Reiki, acupuncture. It really helps me to reconnect with myself and feel the energy within me and kind of bring it to the surface, so to speak, from within. And again, when I have that, when I can access that feeling, it fills me up in such ways that, again, I do not have needs for anything else, and addiction just doesn't have space to take hold. But all this connection needs cultivating. It's not gonna just be there, like you need to initially, especially, you need to work on it. You need to maintain those deep connective relationships with your friends and family. You need to make an effort to go out and meet people that you can connect with. If you feel that your current circle of friends is not the people you want to connect with, then go out there and meet new people, and be open and honest and direct and vulnerable, and see who will resonate with you, and find yourself new circle of friends that will be able to connect and support you in a way that feels good, and that you'll be able to do the same for them. Just sitting at home crying over the fact that you have no friends, it's not going to find you friends. You've got to take action. You've got to take responsibility for your well-being. Get out there and get yourself a trusted circle. It takes time, it takes work. You do have to make effort, and it takes work on yourself as well, because it's initially it can be hard to open and to be vulnerable in front of others, but with practice it becomes easier and easier. And if it's something you really struggle with, I really recommend therapy, because that's definitely what helped me. And as I said, the other aspects of it's, making an effort to go into the nature and just sit there quietly. If you don't have your own pets, sign up with a dog walking app or something, cat sitting or whatever. So you go to local stables, like find opportunities to connect with animals and with nature. Again, that takes some effort. It's not going to happen when you just sit at home. And then, of course, the connecting to yourself, the mindfulness, body scans, meditations, whatever works for you. But it will also take some digging and uncovering all the dark side, and accepting it and loving yourself despite of it. It takes some work, it takes some guts. You need to be brave to do this, but I promise you that once you get through the first stage of look at me, who I am, you will be look at me, who I am, like I'm an amazing person, and despite the darkness, there's a lot of light too. And you'll learn that everything is acceptable. You will let go of any shame that still might be lurking around, and that will allow you to be brave enough to be vulnerable in the presence of others, and just be yourself, fully yourself, and express yourself fully. And that allows deeper connection, and that connection will save you from addiction. So good luck with that, and please do share your opinions and your experiences. I'd like to hear from you, and speak soon.